Alrighty gang, we have some news about the live action Avatar series over at Netflix. Are you guys ready? And with that news, we're gonna change some details about our characters. Is that okay?
That's rough, buddy.
What's going on, you guys? James here with some real news, and we finally have another update about the live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender series over at Netflix. Last year, we spoke about Bryan Konietzko and Michael DiMartino publicly announcing their departure as showrunners for this live-action project. They both cited creative differences, and guys, after reading the report, maybe I can understand why. Now, before we get into the news and break it down, guys, if you haven't already, get loud in the comments below and let me know what you think about this news. And if you haven't already, smash that like button and the big red button below and subscribe to the channel. Guys, tap that bell because I don't want you to miss out on any bits of news, reactions, or reviews just like this. Alrighty, y'all. Well, you know what? It's time to talk about this.
Water Tribe.
The exclusive report is by Caitlin Tyrell over at the Illuminati. The link is in the description below for you. But guys, we finally have a new showrunner and some new character details confirmed. According to the article, Albert King is our new showrunner for this live action adaptation. Now, the first question I had, guys, was who is Albert Kim and what has he done? The article says he was a writer and editor for Sports Illustrated, Entertainment Weekly, Details, and People, but then he went on to work as senior news director at ESPN from 2005 to 2008 and created the entertainment news program ESPN Hollywood. I figured, okay, that sounds all well and good, but what did he do for TV? He began writing for the TNT heist series Leverage, then he went on to write for the series Nikita, and then his biggest gig yet was writer and co-executive producer, then sole executive producer on Fox's Sleepy Hollow. I've never watched the show, but I know it went for 4 years from 2013 to 2017, and I just don't remember hearing too much about it. That's the thing. I think the show kind of came and went, but it seems interesting that they would go this route. And the reason I say that is because this is a huge series, and for someone who hasn't really had too much experience in TV, it's going to be interesting to see if maybe that helps him or hurts him. What I'm hoping for is creative freedom, and I'm really hoping that they hire people that are going to be passionate about the project. Now, I'm a little worried with this next bit of the article, and the reason I say that is because, guys, they're completely changing the entire framework of Katara, Sokka, and Aang's dynamic. Not only will the live-action adaptation reportedly feature 10 episodes, with the episodes being about an hour long, we're not getting an exact adaptation. In the original series, Sokka is 15, while Katara is 14, but in the live-action Netflix series, the Illuminati reports that the ages will change drastically. We have Katara being the older sibling at age 16, while Sokka is going to be her younger brother at age 14. It's very interesting. And then Aang's going to remain the same age at 12. This makes me pause because, guys, the entire reason why Sokka and Katara's relationship works so well is because Katara being younger, usually she's the one who's supposed to learn from her older brother, but instead she provided life lessons for Sokka that made Sokka a better person. And the reason why the impact was so great is because Katara was younger. But now that Katara is older, are we going to see Sokka start to tell her what to do in certain situations? It would feel very weird. And then you have to come around to the fact that Aang and Katara in the show, as you know, were dating. They were a thing, and we shipped them hard. At least I shipped them. And now in the series, do they have that same dynamic? Does their love maybe change? Does Aang maybe fall in love with somebody else? Do we even see an attachment there emotionally at all? Because the age difference is now a little bit more drastic. So not only does the dynamic change between Sokka and Katara, but it might change between Katara and Aang as well. And I'm a fan of adaptations, honestly, when they're done right. They don't have to honor the source material directly. I love having creative liberties for the showrunners, for the writers and directors. But there is a reason why Bryan Konietzko and Michael DiMartino left this project. So if they were worried about the direction moving forward and maybe their lack of involvement, what else will Netflix be changing in the live action series? Now, as we all know, guys, the one thing that's going to make or break this show before we even watch it is the casting and the decisions for these major characters. I don't want them to go that whitewash route. I think that they won't. I think Netflix is way too smart to do that, because if they do go that route like the live action film, I think the show is pretty much done before it even hits the floor running. And I'm confident they'll get the casting right and maybe even the aesthetic because of the amount of money that Netflix can put into their shows. But I'm curious to see if we even get any announcements this year. My guess is that we do hear some casting decisions this year for Aang, Katara, Sokka, and even Zuko. The reason I say that is because those are our major players here, and guys, the ball is rolling now when it comes to productions, film, and TV, because COVID-19 vaccines are getting out there a little bit more, and you're starting to see Hollywood open up just a little bit. So I am anticipating some more news this year, and if you don't want to miss out on that, guys, you're going to want to get subscribed to the channel. And hey, I need to know what you think about this. We got age changes, a new showrunner confirmed, and guys, I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm hoping for some more positive news this year because I want this show to be good. This might be someone's first exposure to Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I don't want them to have a sour taste in their mouth. Kind of like the movie. If someone saw the movie for the first time, I'd imagine they wouldn't want to go back and watch the series, but we as fans have to encourage people to revisit that legendary show. Alrighty, y'all, well, you know what? That's the news. New showrunner, new character details. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm gonna get on out of here and work on my reviews for Cherry, and we got that Billie Eilish documentary to talk about next week. There's a lot more going on at the channel, so stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you at the next screening.